Hello, it's Scott here from Digital Puppets. Digital Puppets is a cartoon animation studio that specialises in 2D and 3D motion capture animation, and we also specialise in setting up characters and channels for our customers to go off and make their own content easily with. Now, what I've been working on is a character generator for Cartoon Animator 5 users. That's Cartoon Animator 5 from Reallusion. I used to make lots of NFT generators. So when it was the big NFT boom and people were looking to make 10,000 different cartoon characters all looking unique, I used to create generators where I'd embed lots of different assets into the puppet, into the character side, and then from that you could make, you know, countless different designs. Now I've done the same thing with a model that I've been working on for Cartoon Animator 5. And the idea is that anyone who purchases this model will be able to go off and make their own unique character. You should be able to customize this character to look completely unique. And not only that, but if you need a cast of characters, let's imagine you're making the next like Family Guy type show and you need a whole community of characters. You'll be able to take this character and you'll be able to do that. You can generate lots of different designs. So let's have a look how it works. So this is my blank canvas cartoon man character generator for Cartoon Animator 5. Let's have a quick look at how he works and then I'm going to show you how to customize him. Right, so as you know, in Cartoon Animator 5 we can go to calibration just to have a general look at all these like 360 head turns and stuff like that. So I'm just going to click on this and I'm going to just check out all of the face motions.
Up, down, left, right, and some natural movement.
And let's check out some of the full body motions too. So we're going to go back to stage mode and I'm going to drag on some pre-made motions to the character. So I'm going to go to content and let's just check out a normal walk cycle. So I'm just going to drag that onto the model. I'm just going to reposition him a little bit to suit my character's kind of 3/4 view look. I'm going to root him so he doesn't walk off screen. Let's press play. Now you can flip these feet as well, so you'll be able to have the character walk in the other direction, and I've got frontal feet as well, so if we move him we can also have him walking towards the camera. It looks a bit funny at the moment because his feet are facing the wrong way, but it's just a demonstration of, you know, how the character is versatile and you can move him around. Let's try some other actions. The Colton dance, drag that on. Again, obviously when you put this character onto the timeline you can switch up the hands and you can move the feet shape around, and you can also move around the rotation or do some cleanup. The point is, what used to take, you imagine how long would this have taken to animate previously from scratch, where now you just drag on a motion, do a bit of cleanup, and you've got a very impressive looking animation. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly show you, you know, how the character functions, but the main thing everyone's interested in is how can we customize it. Now first of all, let me just show you this. If we go into Sprite editor, which is, make sure I got him selected, there we go, and here you can see I've got all my different eye setups. But as well as that, I've also got a massive collection of eyelids. And they're not showing up too great here at the moment because it's white on white. So you'll see more later when you've got different colour tones on it. But I've got all different shapes of eyelids. So that's narrowing, closing, the top lid lowering, the bottom lid raising from low to high. And the point is that when you're animating, it just gives you the option of doing really detailed, fluid animations. We've also got lots of mouth shapes. So we've got the usual ones, but you know, got a, if, l, smile, angry, you know. So like, let's just pick this one, eek. So there's a start, and again, it's just so you can create fluid animation, so you can go more frame by frame. Right, and also let's have a look at some of the layers I've created. Here you can see I've got lots of different moustaches for the character. In fact, let's just go back to mouth and put the normal mouth on. So lots of different moustaches. We've got lots of different jaw shapes, and you'll be able to resize these as well. So if you're looking at that and you think that looks okay but it's a bit big, obviously you can just deform it. Whether you do that in Photoshop or if you do it in Cartoon Animator 5, you can stretch and pull them into whatever shape you want, just to further customize the character so it is uniquely yours. Also, we've got head shapes, so let's find that. Where is that on the face? So this is your upper head. So all different face shapes and all different hairlines as well. And some of these top head shapes are bigger, like this. Let's find a bigger one. Right, now the reason that one is so big, if we look at hair, you see I've got lots of different hairstyles, but let's just turn that off, and then let's go to over hair, front hair, and so this is more for a shaven headed look, and obviously I can mask this so that it you know, you don't see all the outside of it. People that are balding, a bit of a Bruce Willis from Pulp Fiction look, and obviously this can be shifted around a little bit. And also in this collection I've got fringes, and you can add these. So if we go to back hair, and let's just, I don't know, pick this one, and then we go to front hair and we can add that on. At the moment it all looks a bit weird, but when we go into Photoshop you'll be able to pick whatever layer you want, and then you can get all the color matching and you can move it all around. The point is I've created all these assets so that you can put it all together as your own puzzle. You know, just rearrange it in whatever way you want. We've also got lots of different ear shapes. I've got lots of different noses. I've also got lots of different bridges for the noses. So, you know, in fact, let's just turn that off at the moment and go back to just the lower half of the nose. I've tried to come up with every, you know, lots of different shapes and sizes so that, you know, whatever you want your character to look like, you should be able to find a shape here that suits it. And again, as I said, you'll be able to go into Photoshop and resize and whatnot. And I've also done these, so let's say we got that nose there, just to add more customization to it. Let's see, you know, different nose bridges. Even got like a broken nose there, or just aligned. So hopefully you can see that by mix and matching all of these, you've got a lot of choice. Oh, and I've also got different chin shapes, also some goatee beards there as well. Now again, because of this is all in white at the moment, we need to, you know, when we add the colour, some of these chins will be a lot more noticeable, and you might even add a slightly darker tone to these just to make them stand out. We've also got different cheeks. I mean, you can turn the cheeks off altogether, and you know, these cheeks are a bit more villainous. So lots of different shapes there for you. And we've also got big beards. Now, again, with these beards, you might think, oh, the arms are sticking out. That's no problem. All you need to do is when you come back into Cartoon Animator or even in Photoshop, you can layer these arms behind the body so that the beard isn't getting in the way. So lots and lots and lots and lots of customization. I'm sure I can't go over everything right now. When you've got the model, you'll be able to look through and see what's available. I've also set it up so that all these different face shapes will move with the 360 head turn. So let's have a quick look at that. So it doesn't matter what nose, what cheek, chin, hair, everything should move how you want it to set up. So let's try quickly some other face shapes. Let's give him a different little beard there. Let's give him a different mustache. I've got lots of glasses as well, so give him some round glasses. I've even got arms for those glasses. And let's change his hair to that one. Okay, let's go back into Face Editor. Right, so I'm going to show you now how you can customize my model to look however you want. I'm going to make him look like myself. So this hair is kind of based on what my hair is, which is kind of short and pushed up. I'm going to want him to have his glasses on. The default nose is kind of based on mine anyway. And then I'm going to add colour to him. And then I'm going to save it and I'm going to bring it into Cartoon Animator 5. There's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can go into composer mode and then you can click on the Photoshop icon, which will open up the file in Photoshop. You can make your edits, you can press save, and then it should update to Cartoon Animator 5. Because of the way the Cartoon Animator 5 works with placing the Photoshop file into a temp folder and stuff like that, I think if you're making multiple characters, if you're only making one character, then this method is fine. But if you're going to be making lots of different characters, then there's a better way of doing it, and I'll show you how to do it. So first of all, we're going to edit our character, and then later on I'll show you how to bring it in. So we are going to go into Photoshop, and I'm going to now edit this character. First thing I'm going to do is add a color tone. So once I've picked the layers I wanted, so for example, first of all, let's just turn off the light and dark for a moment, because at the top, anytime you try and click on anything, they're going to get in the way. So just switch them off. And then, so like head mode, I'm going to go with this current head. Jaw, I don't want that one, don't want that one. Let's pretend that I did want this one, but I didn't want it quite as big as that. I can just, resize that however I want. I mean, you could even, create your own layer and create a brand new, draw in your own face shape. You don't have to just rely on the ones that I've made. So, you can adjust the existing ones, or you could press add new layer, and you could go to shape, and you could put that there. Let's double click that, make it white for the minute just so it matches, and then you could just have that. And then you could, once you pick the layers that you want, delete off all the other layers. and just keep to the layers that you need. That is an option up to you if you want to. It might bring the file size down, or you might want to keep all the different layers so that when you're in Cartoon Animator, you've got the option of going into Sprite Editor and picking different options. But I am going to go with Jaw 1. And I'm going to, I don't really have a chin like that, so I'm going to turn off that chin. And I'm going to pick some stubble. Let's go with that one. And what I need to do now is add colour to all these layers. So, very simple. We just click on the chosen layer and we're going to go FX and we're going to go to Colour Overlay. And I'm going to pick a skin tone which I think matches my own a bit. So let's just go for that one. Go OK. Blend mode, I'm going to go for multiplicity. And I'm going to go OK. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy the layer style. And I'm going to apply this to everything now. So I'm going to click on that ear, the jaw. I'm going to right click and paste layer style. Zoom in a little bit. I think that's looking a bit too strong, that colour, so let's adjust that. With the ears and the nose, I normally like to go a little bit darker, so with this one, in fact I'll leave on the darker colour that I had originally. In fact, if I copy that and apply that to this nose, if you don't want the original tone coming through, instead of having multiplicity, you can just pick normal and that will completely cover the layer. Or you can go to gradient and let's go for, let's give him a bit of a pinky nose. Now, the way I've got the character set up for the best functionality for his movement, it means that the body and the hip is embedded into one layer. But obviously you want to be able to edit the clothing colours. So what I've done is I've made it a smart file. So if you just double click on it, you'll be able to edit the individual layers, which you can then bring back into Cartoon Animator. So let's just get the colour for the jeans. Copy overlay and paste that onto the hips. And then the colour for the top, which I'm going to match to the sleeves. So copy that layer style. And I think I'm going to add a logo in here as well. So I'm going to import a logo. And then I'm just going to press save. And there you can see, and that's a bit big, so I think I'm going to make that just a little bit smaller. And then any eyelids that I've got made for the character is going to have to be recolored as well. So I'm going to copy the layer style. So I've got the same colour as the skin tone. And then in my eyelid layer, so we can see more here, I'm going to select that one and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to press shift. So I've got more selected. Right click. And I'm going to paste the layer style there. You can't see them at the moment because it's turned off, but let's just turn one on so that you can see. There you go. And let's do that for the other eye as well. So once you've got your layers selected and you've added your colors, the only thing you need to do before you save your model is you've got to flatten the overlays colors, because Cartoon Animator 5 doesn't recognize those filters, so you just got to flatten it to a raster. Now, that might seem like a lot of layers to go through. Dead easy, dead quick to do. All you got to do is in layers, go to search, and we're going to select effect, and we're going to go for overlay, and it's going to show you every file that has got an overlay. And then all you do is that you select everything, bring that all the way down, and we're going to right click and rasterize layer style, and that's it. Dead easy. And once you've done that, we're going to go to file, save your puppet, and then we're going to bring it into Cartoon Animator 5. Right, so once you've got your character looking how you want it to look and you've saved it, in Cartoon Animator 5, start a new project, and then all you got to do is open up your folder and look for wherever you saved your Photoshop file. So in my case, I've got it saved in models and is Cartoon Man 1. So you literally just get that and you drag it and you drop it onto the work surface. When your puppet has loaded, you're going to see that the masks aren't working, the 360 head setup isn't working, but no problem, you don't have to do that. I have got an object profile ready for you to load, so you'll get that in the files, and then all you got to do is wherever you got it saved, go to load object file and pick this one and just press open. And you're going to make sure you got layer order, facial animation setup, and 360 head creator ticked, and press OK. And that's it. You've got a character ready to go. Let's just test this out and see how he compares to the template from earlier.
Up, down, left, right.
If any of the layers look slightly off, because obviously there is loads of them included and not every one is going to fit perfectly to the template, it's no problem. All you got to do is go into 360 mode and just adjust it. So I'm going to press Alt and just zoom out a little bit. Right, we can see the beard here is at a funny angle, so I'm going to move that to there, and then I'm going to do that for all the different spots on the 360 turn. That's just a very quick tweak there, but obviously, you know, you could go into deform and you could be a lot more particular about, you know, how these different elements move around. You know, it's all there for you to customize and, you know, edit to suit whatever your vision for the character is. So I'm just going to turn that off. Let's just go quickly back into calibration and have a quick look at that.
Up, down, left.
Also now you can see
right,
the eyelids are a lot more noticeable because I've got the color added to them.
Eyes closing and blinking. Up, down, left, right, and rolling.
Let's just stop that. And last of all, let's just have a quick look at some motions on the character. So we're going to go back into stage mode. Zoom in a little bit. Let's get that walk cycle added. Just move him around a little bit. Let's press play. That's him walking off. Let's root him to the spot. And there you go. How's about, let's try, I'm going to quickly make some other characters and just to demonstrate how I can have them all looking very different. Right, so I hope that anyone who is looking to set up a cartoon channel on YouTube or on one of the other social media platforms, this can be an asset which can be really helpful. Now, as you can see, this particular model is for an adult man. I will be also setting up new models for women, children, creatures, animals, robots, whatever I can think of. And do feel free to send me a message and let me know about any other assets that you might want, you know, like a hat collection, clothing collection, maybe more moustaches, maybe more glasses, whatever you can think of. Just drop me an email at info@digicalpuppets.co.uk and let me know. If you want to know any more information about what I do here at Digital Puppets, you can check out our website at www.digicalpuppets.co.uk. As I say, this is a model that I'm putting up on the marketplace for Reallusion, but I do also make custom puppets, and I also make custom setups for people that are wanting to make their own cartoon channel, but they have a very specific vision in mind. So drop me a message, ask me a question, and I will get straight back to you. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is something that's going to help you out a lot. I'm Scott. Goodbye.